Hi there, friends. My name is Miss Becky, and welcome to Miss Becky's Gingerbread House. This is my first video that I am making since officially launching the business. Now, I want to share with you today the heart behind the business, why it's called Miss Becky's Gingerbread House, and a few more things too. But first, let me tell you just a little bit about who I am, in case you don't know me. So my name, as you might guess, is Miss Becky. I have been a teacher for over 20 years now. I have taught in preschool, I have taught in kindergarten, and I have even had the chance to be a kids pastor and a kids director for kids who are babies all the way through 5th grade. So, as you might know, and as you might guess, I love working with kids. But let's share and go back to the heart behind the name of this ministry and why I want to start it. Now, I'm calling it a ministry. There's a portion of it, yes, that is also a business. So we'll talk about that in a minute too. But first, let's start with the reason why it's called Miss Becky's Gingerbread House. Now, I find it kind of funny that there is a light shining through the window of my apartment right now in just the way that it is. Because the reason that this ministry is called Miss Becky's Gingerbread House is because of my mom and also my dad. Now, I want to share with you a little bit about them. My mom and I were very close, and my parents both met later on in life, and you may hear more parts of that story as ministry goes on and I share things, but they met later on in life. So my mom was 36 when she found out about me, 37 when I was born, and then 40 when my brother was born. My dad's 5 years older than her. So yes, they were older when they had us. But I truly believe, and they shared with us many times, that they believed that God opened up the purpose for their lives the minute that He blessed them with me, and then 2 years later with my brother. I don't know if you understand or know how amazing it is to grow up in a home where you are loved, where you are cherished, where you are adored, and where you are daily reminded and told the precious gift that you are from God and the amazing purpose that He has for your life. My hope is that many of the kids in this ministry are coming from homes just like that, and that I am speaking to parents who are loving their kids in the amazing way that my parents loved my brother and I. So part of the heart behind this ministry is to create a space where kids feel safe, where they feel loved, cherished, adored, all of those things. And to create a space for parents where they feel encouraged, where they feel spurred on, where they are told over and over again, you can do this. God is with you. You were created for a purpose, and you were created on purpose. Those things matter, and those things are important, and you are important. So I want to share with you the 3 different facets of this ministry. The reason that I chose, first of all, Miss Becky's Gingerbread House in particular to honor my parents is because my mom loved gingerbread, not just at Christmas, but all the time. Our kitchen at home growing up was covered in gingerbread things. Sometimes in the fall, she might add apples to go with that, but it was covered with gingerbread. When we would go shopping, if she saw a cute gingerbread thing, you knew for certain she was going to pick it up. Along with that, it's just an indication and a really beautiful picture, again, of the sweet home that I grew up in. Now, I want to give a disclaimer here. Maybe not even a disclaimer, but I want to say this. My home growing up was not perfect. There were many trials. There were many struggles. Our family went through many difficult things. But what I always remember is that through every difficult thing, no matter how hard it got, I had a home. I felt safe. I felt secure. I was loved. I was cared for. And most importantly, my parents always brought it back to Jesus. There was always the underlying faith that we had that was the foundation of everything that my parents did, both as our parents, and I got to see them live that out in their friendships, in their life at the church. And again, the most important thing I want to reiterate is that they lived out for me that being a Christian, living a life for God, does not mean that you are perfect. It does not mean that you will get it right every time. But what it does mean is that you are serving a God who loves you, who cares for you, who cherishes you, who adores you. And that is the heart of this ministry. So Miss Becky's Gingerbread House, the first and my favorite part of it and the most important thing is we're going to be doing events for kids. I'm going to get the chance to go out and perform in libraries in my local area. I'm going to get the chance to create my own events, 2 of which are coming up very soon. In fact, next Saturday, October 19th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'm hosting my first ever Story Time with Miss Becky. Everybody say, yay! I'm very excited. We are having Story Time with Miss Becky from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Gillespie Center in Mound, Minnesota. If you need more information about that, I have all of the links for everything on my website, which is missbeckysgingerbreadhouse.com. And I also have posted it on all of my socials. You can see it on my Facebook, both my personal Facebook and the Miss Becky's Gingerbread House Facebook page as well. Please go like and subscribe over there. You will also see this video on the Miss Becky's Gingerbread House YouTube channel. And I will be posting this on the website as well as on the Facebook page. I'm working on creating an Instagram page, and I will let you know when that is out and available. There's also going to be Miss Becky's Fall Festival, which I will make another video about and share with you about. But for Miss Becky's Storytime, I'm really excited. We're doing some games. I've got several fun books to read. I've got some puppets. I've got some fun new things. We're going to play a What Is It game. We're going to have a chance to make some crafts. We're going to make some fall necklaces and even do a little bit of sand art. And we're just going to have a great time. And parents, I want you to come along and enjoy the fun. But also, I would love for you to get to have a chance to go in the back of the room and meet some parents as well, while we're in the front of the room having fun and doing things with kids. This is supposed to be a space for both of you. The other exciting thing that I get to share with you for this holiday season is that I have partnered with a place called Santa Claus Lane. And you can go to their website at santaclaus-lane.com. That's santaclaus-lane.com. I have partnered with them that on Saturdays from November 29th all the way through December 21st, I will be doing something called reindeer games. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., we'll be doing all kinds of Christmas games. They are family games. So you come with your whole family and you do all the fun and exciting things. Then on Sundays, from December 1st all the way through December 21st, from December 1st all the way to December 15th, I believe it is, I will be doing some, they're called Santa's Workshop. I'm going to be doing some beautiful simmer pots, and you'll get to get a recipe and create that simmer pot together that you then get to go home and make your whole house smell like Christmas. We're also going to do a workshop called Reindeer Food for Santa's Fleet, where we're going to make some very magical and very special reindeer food. And I'm excited for you to join us for both of those. You can find all of that again on the Santa Claus Lane website, santaclaus-lane.com. Sorry, I had to think about that for just a minute. santaclaus-lane.com. And you'll find all that information there. And I believe I am there from December 1st to December 22nd, now that I think about it. But again, you'll be able to find all of that, and I will continue to make videos as it gets closer to time. But this is the main part right now, is all of the fun and exciting events that we are going to do for kids. I'm going to very quickly share with you the two other pieces of this business and ministry that I am so excited about. And the first part of it is this. I'm going to be doing some classes for parents. Now, this part is always hard for me to share. So if my voice shakes a little or I get teary-eyed, hopefully you will see and know that I am an authentic person. I know that I am not a parent. I am 42 years old. I am not married. I don't have kids of my own. That is something that God and I argue and wrestle about quite often. But I'm also learning to live into the plan that God has created for me, which is that I get the opportunity to be an incredible Aunt Becky to, in my opinion, the three most amazing girls on the planet, Cece, Lily, and Addie. I love you very much if you're watching this. And I get to be an intentional teacher. I get to be an intentional kids pastor. And I get to be in the lives of families in ways that I may not be able to if I was in a different season of life. And so rather than lament and be upset about where I thought life would be as opposed to where it's at, I am choosing to seize the moment, be excited about the gifts that God has given me, and use this opportunity. And so I say that to tell you that while I am not a parent myself, I am very educated and I know a lot about kids. And I've had the opportunity to do parenting courses before, and I want to step into that opportunity again. So I'll be offering many different courses. You'll be able to see those on my website. I'm not going to go into great detail about every single course I'm going to offer. I want to share with you just a minute about my education and then about some of the courses that I'm really excited about that will be upcoming soon. So my education. I graduated college back in 2005, and I know I look very young for my age. It's okay for you to say that. Wait, she said a little bit ago that she's 42. I don't know if I think that's true. It is. And I'm thankful that God has blessed me with the gift of youth, I guess. But I graduated college in 2005 with a degree in children's and youth ministries and a minor in Bible and theology. Then I went on to get my CDA, which is a Child Development Associates. So I studied child development from birth all the way through adolescence. And then I went on to study child and adolescent psychology. From there, I went on to be an educator. And in my years of education, I have had the chance to study many different things. I am trained in conscious discipline, which is a behavior management style and different skills for the classroom. I am trained in behavior management and classroom management and how to do all of those things and how to train and equip others. I also have studied different behavioral disorders and different mental illnesses and psychological disorders, which gives me the chance and the opportunity to care for students and care for kids who are in a very different place. After losing both of my parents in the last 12 years, I also went on to study grief and loss in children. And I have had the opportunity to do several courses for parents and for kids that are going through loss, that have been through grief. And while it is hard because I speak from experience, it is also a place that is close to my heart because I've been through it. And I get the chance to create something that I know is a big need. And finally, Right now, I am in my last 2 semesters of getting my master's in children, youth, and family ministries. So that means that I have learned all kinds of things about children, about teenagers, about families. So the first few courses I want to offer are going to be about parenting in the digital age. What does that look like? What does that even mean? I'm also going to be offering a course in generations. We hear things like boomers, millennials, exennials, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, this newest generation that was just born. Any child that is born starting in 2024, this year, is now part of a new generation called Generation Beta. What does all of that mean? And how do I parent within all of those contexts, within this world that at times seems crazy? And I'll be doing some courses in biblical parenting. How do I parent my child in a biblical way with Christian morals and values in a world that is counter to all of that? So I'm very excited about some of those. And again, you can go onto the website, and as those courses are available and they come out, I will continue to post information. And finally, the third part of this ministry and business and exciting thing is my opportunity to teach and coach other teachers, volunteers in churches, and teachers in churches and in other contexts. I come in and I do courses with your whole team. We'll do courses on behavior management, classroom management. I also am a certified Enneagram coach, and I'll talk more about what the Enneagram is on another video. But I am a certified Enneagram coach that will come in and teach your whole team about how to work together, what all of these different things mean. You'll learn more about yourself and more about one another and how to bring those things together. And finally, I have a course called Understanding You. We'll talk about the Enneagram. We'll talk about strengths finders, love languages. We'll create a whole profile for you and your team so that you can learn, again, how to better relate to one another and better relate to yourself as well. Friends, I also forgot. There's actually 4 pieces to this business, and I want to share that last piece with you. And I don't want this video to be super long, but if you know me at all, you know that I just get excited and I have words, and I want to make sure that you get all of those words. So the last part of this ministry is called Kids at Heart. Say it with me, friends. Kids at Heart. And Kids at Heart by Miss Becky is a 2-fold ministry. The first part of it is if you need childcare, if you're looking for a nanny, if you're looking for a babysitter for a date night, we do date nights or kids nights out from time to time. We will have a whole staff of people who are background checked, who are first aid and CPR certified, and you can call me and you can get that information, and I will give you a person that can be your nanny. I will give you a person that you can interview to babysit, any of those things. There will be a one-time processing fee, and then from there, you get to work with these people. They will be trained every month, and we will be creating ministries within that as well. We will be doing things, which is the second piece of Kids at Heart. We will be doing things for churches. Maybe you have a corporate event or a party that you want to offer childcare for to take down a barrier for some of your staff to be able to come. You contact Kids at Heart, and we will bring in a program. We will bring in enough people to do childcare for your event, keep those ratios at the places that they're supposed to be. And again, every person will be background checked, first aid and CPR certified, and they will be constantly trained in child development, behavior management, and classroom management. Whew! That's a lot of stuff and a lot of information that I've just downloaded to you. But suffice it to say, I am ecstatic I cannot wait to see everything that God does in and through this ministry, this business, and this opportunity. So check out the website. Maybe you're someone that's looking for a job and you want to join the Kids at Heart team and you want to be a babysitter or a nanny. Maybe you're a parent that's looking for faith-based entertainment for your children. Check it out. Maybe you are a team leader and you are looking for something to help your teams, educate them, train them, and equip them. Whatever it is, please join us at MissBeckysGingerbreadHouse.com and help me start this incredible ministry that I know God is blessing in amazing ways. I love you guys. I can't wait to see what God does, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.